Hello, everyone. This is a continuation of the examination of chapter 19 of Genesis, and we looked over in part one of the review how Lot was willing to let his daughters get raped to protect the angels that was living in his house. Um, he also did not put his faith in God for telling him to move to the mountains because he said he was scared he was going to die there. And then, so God allowed him to move elsewhere. Okay. So Lot is just having his way throughout all of this. He's not suffering any repercussions or any kind of punishment for anything that he's doing right now. Like I said, he was willing to let his daughters get raped by the men of Sodom and Gomorrah to protect the angels that were in his home. He should have gotten in trouble for that, but he didn't. He also got in trouble for questioning. He also didn't get in trouble for questioning where God wanted him to stay while he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Still, God didn't do anything, you know. Lot, he's an advocate for rape. He talks back to God. And yet, Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt for just looking back, you know, at the city. Um so yeah, that's the problem that I have with this chapter. It's full of rape, you know, and we're not done yet. We still have chapters um 23 through 38 to go over. So I'm going to quickly try to go over that. So, when they went to Zoar, um after, his wife died and everybody that pretty much was there, the son-in-law and all of that died. Like, did Lot even mourn the death of his wife and sons-in-law? It doesn't say it. Did his daughters mourn the life of their mother? They don't put that kind of stuff in the Bible. It's just kill, 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 and move on. Um. So now, chapter 30 and 31, it says later Lot went up from Zoar with his two daughters and began living in the mountainous region. Because he was afraid to live in Zoar. Okay, but he was afraid to live in the mountainous region at first. He wanted to move to Zoar, but now he's scared to live in Zoar, so now he's back in the mountainous region. I don't know what's going on with this man. This man is a lunatic. Anyway, uh, so this is where it gets really bizarre, and this is where it gets sick and disgusting. Um, it gets this chapter. It just gets worse and worse. The firstborn, the oldest daughter, says, um, "Our father is she." This is what she, I guess they're sisters talking to each other, and you can tell this was written by some sick, weird, pedophile men. You can tell this Bible was written by these types of people, because no real teenage or no real daughters would ever even think to do this unless they're just sick in the head too. But anyway, this is what the oldest said. This is what the older sister said to the younger sister. She said, "Our father's old. There's not a man in the land that have relations with us, according to the custom of the whole earth." You know. So she says, "Come, let us give our father wine to drink, and let us lie down with him, and preserve offspring from our father." So according to this scripture, this was the daughter's idea, which is just I refuse to. believe that the daughter would actually think to come up with this. This is written by some sick old disgusting man. That's who it's made. That's who it was written by. Cause no daughter in a right man would actually even think to do this. So this is what she says. They how come she didn't get turned into a pillar of salt then? The older daughter. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So she says, our father is older. There's not a man in land to have relationship with us according to the custom of the whole earth. Come, let us give our father wine to drink, and let us lie down with him and preserve offspring from our father. Everybody is just living how they want to live. But why? But their mother is dead because she her neck did a 45-degree angle the wrong way, or 180, however you want to look at it. The fact is, she turned her head and she died. God didn't like Lot's wife. But why? But why didn't he kill Lot for talking back to him? Mm-hmm. But let a woman do something, and they drop dead. And Lot's daughters are especially the older one. She's full of it according to how this is written. But like I told you earlier, ain't no way in the world a real life young woman would even think to do this. Like, it's sick. So this is what they did. They rotated evenings, right? With their father, having sex with their father. And Lot is so drunk, he don't know what's going on. So he's so drunk, he's having sex with his children every night. They rotate every other day. You have sex with him, I have sex with him. You have sex with him. You have sex with him, I have sex with him. And they both get pregnant by their father. Did their father not know that he was getting his daughter's pregnant? So all of a sudden now they're pregnant, and he doesn't know. He's like, "Oh, you guys are pregnant," in this chapter, because it says, uh, chapter 33, the second part of the chapter of the verse. Sorry, verse 33, the second part. He says, "But he did not know when she lay down and when she got up." So pretty much they got him so drunk that by the time he was drunk, he don't know what's going on. So they're just having sex with their father all willy nilly, you know. And then by the time he wakes up, he don't know what happened. Uh so anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't want to be too long with it. I just wanted to go over chapter 19. If you think that this chapter was extremely bizarre, give it a thumbs up. If you don't think it was bizarre, give it a thumbs down. I don't care. Um, but I wanted to just leave with this message. If your subconscious is telling you a certain thing just doesn't seem right, you're probably right. Don't ignore it. It's a red flag telling you something's not right. Do not turn that red flag off. It's telling you that something is wrong. Nothing's worse than having cognitive dissonance. It could be a silent killer to your life. And do not be afraid to open your mind to information that you've never heard of. And don't get upset. You want to kill the messenger, but too much of a coward to do the research yourself. Um, you don't want to be like that. And also don't believe everything you are told, or don't believe everything you're taught, for that matter. Do some independent research, question everything, and don't be afraid to ask questions. On that note, I hope you enjoyed this reading and review of chapter 19 of Genesis, and have a great day.